some of the campaigns I've worked on. But before I get to that, I want to do a couple of things. First, I'd like to call on 3 people, and I want him or her to tell me what is the one word that comes to mind when you think of a politician. So, show of hands. Yes.
Dedicated.
Dedicated.
BS.
Yes. Hypocritical. Okay, so now we got something positive with dedicated. BS and all right. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we came to this title. Howard and I were talking about the October luncheon, and I was thinking about talking about the upcoming elections and some of the important current events that are taking place, and my analysis on the political landscape here in Florida throughout the U.S. And before I had a chance to say anything, Howard says, well, how about what it's like to run for public office? What do you think? So I paused for a second and I said, sure, that sounds like a good title, not knowing what to think at the time. So I've spoken to dozens of audiences across the U.S. on a wide array of topics. But aside from my personal conversations, I had never really talked publicly about my campaign or any of the campaigns I had worked on. So I was intrigued, and along the natural course of my deliberation, I arrived at what I was going to discuss and how I would hopefully try to make that interesting for you and a little bit different than the typical political speech that you may hear. So first I'm going to tell you my story, who I am, how I was raised, my life's path. One that took a young boy with a funny name who didn't speak English in a small town called Boca Raton in South Florida to the halls of the most powerful city on the planet and back home. Second, I'm going to talk to you about how a campaign operates, the nuts and bolts, all the moving parts, the challenges, the strategy, about my race for county commission here in District 5 in the Western communities, and some of the other campaigns. Then that will serve as the what it's like to run for political office portion.